was the most intense thing I have ever done. Good morning. We have successfully exited the premises of our rest day hostel. We are starting our third section. It's gonna be maybe 100 kilometers. The sweet glide of the morning. Today we're gonna take quite a major detour from the summer trail. The winter trail follows the lakes and the little bit lower parts of the mountain pass. Ha! 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 Yes! Oh, it's a beautiful day. The next days are promised not to be so beautiful. More cloudy, a lot of snow. Whew. Oh, the sun is warm. Look at these! Look at these two! This white trail is so nice and slippery and they choose to ride in the deep snow. This should be so easy and nice and quick, and more my energy goes to fixing them. G! Linka, G! Dicky! And now they go. Now we're gonna go to the other side because this annoys me so much, and it's just harder in the deep snow. And I think it's Odessa is like leaning into Linka so much that Linka thinks it's steering, and she doesn't have the courage or confidence to push back. And now we're going from one side to another, and it just takes too much energy. We should be gliding on this freaking highway. Odessa! You don't hear me, but where are you going? Where are you pushing, Linka? Okay, so what I did is I elongated Linka's pulling line, tug line, longer. So she would be more of a lead dog, slightly ahead of Odessa. So hopefully this will show Odessa that she's to follow Linka and not to take the lead. And yeah, this is working better. Linka is going more straighter. Okay, mark to myself. I can't fix the dogs, but I can fix circumstances. Getting mad doesn't help anything or anybody. Oh, this uphill is killing us. I can feel the sled is really heavy today. With all of the food and fuel. Whew. And I don't know. I don't have energy. We need to take a lunch break soon. Oh, come on. Yes. That's a good girl. Oh, that is good. Next to my sleeping bag. Oh, this is my favorite thing. Woo, so good.
After a peaceful lunch, we descended the hill and had another 6-kilometer lake crossing to do. And honestly, I was expecting it to be another easy glide over the lake ice, but instead it turned out to be a serious struggle against strong headwind. After what felt like an entire day, we finally crossed the Rebus Lake and I was exhausted.
Whew, this was the hardest and longest lake crossing I have ever done. I was working as strong as I can, and the dogs were, but it still felt like we were going uphill. Oh. Okay, I guess now it's only finding a camp spot. I think we are done for today. The crust here is really weak, so I keep falling through, and then I fall through until my thighs. Oh, my little hole. Water is ready. It is, what is it? It is 4:20. I just gave the biggest load of food for the dogs that I have ever given them. They are working hard and having a good appetite. And I'm also determined to eat as much as food as possible because I think our sled is too heavy. So I'm gonna have a little no, beef jerky, and it is so good. I so good. Odessa came as well. No, this is not for you. It smells too good. I have to close it. Good morning. It is, I don't know what day it is.
It was day 12 and we had another long snowy day ahead of us. The trails were all under new snow, and as this section was the most remote of the entire Kungsleden, meeting snowmobiles was a distant hope and we had to plow our own trail. And then the funniest thing happened. We crossed the Arctic Circle 3 times in one day.
So this is us crossing the Arctic Circle for the first time on foot or on skis. So anyway, this is the Arctic Circle. Look around, beautiful, very nice. This is our second polar line, Arctic Circle crossing. Now we are behind it. No, above it. How do you say? Back to the southern part. Oh, I'm tired. Oh my God, holy cow. These moments, I know in the future I will remember them with pride. In the moment, they suck a little bit. And I know that today we're on our own. We don't have a warm cabin waiting for us. Instead, we have a 200-meter climb. Okay, we can do it. This uphill is killing us. I think I need to go in front. This is a shit show. Odessa says no. She will not go into this wind. I am pulling as well. Linka is awesome. Odessa has given up. This is a shit show. Odessa, don't give up. We did it! Now it's downhill here. Yes! And the better weather. Whoopa! Linka deserves an award. Odessa gets a participation award. Best veteran. She came around. She started to pull. Woo! Yes! Let's go down. Okay, so we stopped for the day. We did 25 kilometers. It's 5 p.m. and it will take me some time to settle things in. But I'm waiting for the moment when I can take my hot water bottle and climb to the sleeping bag. Okay, I'm gonna feed the dogs quickly. So this is super easy food to do on the road. So it's already a pre-made mix of everything they need. So it is dehydrated raw meat, 70-80%, plus vitamins, minerals, vegetables, fruits, I guess. Place your bets if they eat it all. So this is maybe 2,500 calories, something like that, because they had breakfast as well. Yeah. Okay. So Linka is the first to finish. Good job, unbelievable. Maybe you have something from Odessa as well, but it seems that she's finishing up as well. Wow. That was a lot.
Morning. Good morning. Good morning. I have been in the sleeping bag for 10 hours, maybe more. And I know I should get up. I've been up for an hour at least, but I just can't. I just can't get out. I just can't. Even Odessa woke up. Usually I have to wake her up. But I just can't wake up.
The trails were again covered in fresh snow and the going was really slow. While crossing another lake, Odessa started to mess up the steering again like she did few days ago, constantly going to the deep snow on the edge of the trail and pulling Linka after her.
Odessa is acting a little weird, lead dog wise weird. So I'm gonna demote her. I'm gonna put her way back. I think she's just tired. It happens, and especially I guess it will happen to Odessa because she's older. But sometimes it really helps dogs to get back in like nice running shape when they're at the back. So then they don't need to think at all. They just go. Lead dogs have to think. Odessa, you can do it. It's all mental. It's all mental. It's 100% mental for her. Let's help her tackle that mental. Here, I hope it's strong enough. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, this is a setup. Let's see how it works so far. I guess it does. So Linka is far beyond and Odessa is at the back. She just mentally needs to follow, and that's easier.
We passed through a remote off-the-grid Sami village, Bjästerfall, and people don't live here anymore all year round, but the presence of a tiny church proved that at some point it wasn't an active place. The weather got warmer and warmer, wide wet snow started to fall, and the snow packed underneath my skis.
The skins are already so wet, and all of the wet snow is just stuck to it all the time. It makes it so hard. And both have to take them off because this is ridiculous. It builds up.
We had not met any snowmobiles on that day, and the trail was covered in this heavy wet snow, and the going was really tough. Finally, there were some snowmobiles that were passing us, and I was very, very happy to have a trail again.
Nice! Luxury! We had snowmobiles both ways and many of them had sleds, which means we have a nice track now. But I still will take off the skins. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, seriously. We have to climb that hill, mountain. Oh no. I knew it would be a climb, but this looks insane. I thought maybe we can do it today, but no way. I think we need to find a camp place and do it tomorrow morning. Oh my god. Why does it look so high? This mountain is such a tease. She's like, yeah, look at that. I am beautiful, but I'm gonna you up tomorrow. I think Linka is the only one who has energy. Oh, yeah, I think it's a good that she's that fresh on to do the climb tomorrow. Poof, I am toast.
I made our camp quite close to the trail because I was just too tired to find something a bit further. And also I wanted to ensure a quick start in the morning. Knowing what I know now, I should have simply made a rest stop and then push to cross the pass this evening. But I had been away from the reception for 3 days and I didn't have a fresh weather forecast. And I did not know anything about the storm warning for the next day. So I just blissfully camped in the valley where the surrounding was the most magical ever. Like it was sunshine in 1 minute and then it started to snow the next. And all of the surrounding was just really, really beautiful.
Good morning. Usually I sleep like a dead man, but this night I woke up so many times to shake off the snow from the tent because it was crashing us a little bit. Look at that. It was snowing hard. Shit. We have a hill to climb with non-existing trails. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of snow. Oh.
Yes, I hear snowmobiles. I have never been so happy to hear snowmobiles because it has been snowing non-stop. There has to be like 30-40 centimeters of fresh snow, and if somebody now comes down from that hill making just a slight trail for us, yes, there is a trail for us. There is a trail for us, girls. There is a trail for us. Okay, let's get our shit together. We have to act now.
But regardless of my efforts to break camp quickly, by the time we were ready to go 1 hour later, the tracks were all blown over by the growing wind. The ascent in front of us was a gradual 280-meter climb over 2.5 kilometers, and that doesn't sound much, but the combination of thick, fresh snow and the sled made the job very slow for us.
It's good that we don't see the top. I would be devastated to see how far it is. No trail whatsoever. It has all blown away. Okay? Step by step.
The dogs had difficulty finding the trail underneath, but Linka kept trying and searching, not thinking too much about the whole situation at all. And that gave me a lot of courage. Odessa, on the other hand, looked discouraged about the deep snow and lack of trail and didn't pull much. So I thought I'll go in front and help to pull the sled, as the day before. But as the day before again, Odessa stopped pulling altogether and went to the sled, seemingly defeated. I tried to pull the sled with Linka alone, but it barely moved, and I knew that without Odessa's help we couldn't get over this climb. The blizzard was straight to our faces, and the whole situation was getting grimmer by the minute. I had to act fast. I had the thought to try to push the sled from behind, not pulling in front. I was thinking that sled dogs usually don't work side by side with humans, and maybe me being in front is what is confusing Odessa. And that worked. Immediately when I went back to the sled, she perked up and took her place next to Linka, and me pushing and they pulling, we were making progress, slow but still progress. It seemed that me being in front was indeed just confusing to Odessa, and she took it as a sign to rest. As long as I kept the sled moving by pushing it just a little bit, the dogs kept going. All the same time, the wind was ever increasing and the snow was just right to our faces.
What the last bit, I'm sure of it, has to be Hutsinada, Tubli, Tükti Linka.
It takes a great deal of courage to be in lead in these seemingly hopeless conditions, and my worst fear was that both of the dogs will give up. But I was encouraged by Linka's motivation, so I tried to sound positive and excited. I tried to suppress all of my fears and just act like this is the best adventure ever. Slowly we made it, over the mountain pass and to the other side.
Oh wow. Oh, that was the most intense thing I have ever done.
But the journey wasn't over. The only thing going for us was that we were going downhill, but the snow was deep as ever. The dogs were into it until their chests, but they kept going, my little heroes.
Tükti! Good job!
After a few kilometers of the hardest work they have probably ever done, I heard once again snowmobiles approaching. It's gonna be fine, I thought. We have a trail now. Behind the snowmobiles was a few teams of sled dogs, and I thought, oh, cool, I'm not the only crazy one out in this weather.
But we have a trail now.
Finally, after 4 kilometers of downhill done, we reached a small wind shelter, and I was so relieved to escape the blizzard.
I underestimated you, Lisa. I did. And you, Linka, fucking amazing. That was a hard morning. That was a really hard morning. Good girl. Good girl. Such snowflowers. Good girl, Linka. What can I say? What can I say? You were awesome. Oh. And I have to admit that when I saw the snowmobiles, I got a little teary-eyed because that meant it's gonna be easier. Thank you, Odessa, for this lovely sight. Ooh.
I changed my wet and sweaty clothes, ate a good lunch, and let the dogs have a well-deserved nap. After all of that, we continued the rest of the 18 kilometers that was mostly downhill until Kvikkjokk station, where I was happy to settle in to take a beautiful rest day in warmth and safety.